Hello, I'm Sabrina with Geeks of Color. Thank you guys so much for taking the time to talk to me today. You were both incredible in the film.
Thank you, Sabrina.
Of
Thank you,
course.
Sabrina.
Olga, I'll start with you. You originated this character who's the matriarch of Washington Heights. Your solo is a turning point for everyone's story, and the weight of that scene is palpable. You're truly the heart and soul of the block. How did your perspective on the role change over the years from the stage to the screen?
Great question, Sabrina. Well, after putting so much work before Broadway, and when it was done, I just kind of closed that chapter. So then the movie comes, and now I have to kind of go back to remind myself of this Abuela Claudia that I created, and so I was telling somebody else that I was desperately looking for my old script that I saved. It was in my apartment, and my old
Wow.
music and the little notes that I wrote to help me sort of piece her back together. And then now, after all these years, I have grown as a person, like we all grow as time passes by. And so I was able to just add a little bit more of myself, a little more depth, a little more maturity. And with the help of John Chu and Kiara Alegria, who's new script, which has some surprises, um, I was able to just lift her up a little bit more, as you saw in the movie. It was just I'm just so happy and proud, and I'm just the luckiest woman in the world.
That is absolutely beautiful. And Jimmy, I'm a first generation American, so the conversations of education and sacrifice really hit home. It's a challenging but impactful thing to see, and you portrayed it so positively. How did you prepare to take on this role of a hardworking but loving father in a musical setting?
Oh, thank you for the question,
Of
Sabrina.
course.
I think having been on both sides of the coin, it it hit me in a certain spot because I know what it is, as first generation myself, uh, going having the pressure of going to university, an extended family, the first one to be going to university, and then continuing on to grad school. It was I know what it is to feel that pressure as a young person, and I know what it is as a dad to kind of like impart that pressure because that's the hope and dreams of this character, Kevin Rosario, as it is the hopes and dreams of every immigrant wave of immigrant family that has come to this country or anywhere else that goes to somewhere new, that you want your offspring to do better than you. You're going to work hard, and the labors of that will be that they will have success in their own rights. So those themes that are in there, they really resonate. And then I get to sing a couple of notes too, so that helps.
And it was really great. And after an unprecedented year of struggle and heartache, it was so wonderful to see a film that celebrated the Latinx heritage and it's going to be embraced for generations to come. How did you guys feel being a part of that? Jimmy, I'll start with you.
See, Olga and I have talked about this at
Yeah.
length, because there's you give me a decade and I'll rattle off two or three names or one or two projects that whether it's Mana La Mancha or La Bamba or Mi Familia, or is it Ricky Martin? What's gonna break through? And I'm proud of the work that was done. There was a lot of hard work, but I think the universe aligned in so many ways with John Chu, who understands the whole immigrant family just as well, but was very specific about what our culture is all about. So I think that those things will resonate after us, coming from the year that we've come through and having to contemplate on so many social issues. It's our bit of joy.
And Olga?
Yeah, I think that what Jimmy said, we've talked about it at length, but I feel like the timing of this movie cannot be better, even though it was delayed and we were depressed about that. But coming out of this pandemic, this is exactly the movie that we need. I feel like it's going to break. It's going to break ground. It's going to be a crossover movie finally, and I think the combination of John Chu, who changed the game with Crazy Rich Asians, and Lin-Manuel Miranda, who changed the game with Hamilton. It's like an amazing collaboration, and I think this movie is going to finally push us, get us on the map, and also cross over because everybody can relate to it. You don't have to be Latino. because of the universality of the characters and the themes in the movie.
Absolutely. Thank you both so much. I hope you have a beautiful day.
Thank
God
you.
bless you,
Thank you,
Sabrina.
Sabrina.
Bye.